Hello. This is going to be a slightly different video than usual, mainly because when I was at England's Strongest Man, I didn't record anything. So I'm just going to put the footage of the events first, and then I'll do all of my talking bits at the end. So if you're not interested in seeing more of this, but you do want to see the events, then keep watching and just, I suppose, well, stop watching when I start talking again. But yeah, I'll roll the events now, and then I'll do a bit of a talk through afterwards. So there we go. Yeah, overall, it was not a good performance from myself at England's Strongest Man. I ended up 16th out of 16, tied points 15th place, but lost on the tyre. Overall, it was a really good experience, and I know I learnt a lot from it. But to talk through event by event, so the first event was bar bending, and actually I was really happy with this. I think I finished 10th on this. In training, I'd only had the 2 middle bars, so I hadn't actually trained it properly, and I was doing it over the knee and then sort of round the groin and then into my chest. Whereas in competition, I managed to pick up a couple of hints and tips sort of backstage and just blitz through it. The only thing I wish I'd done was gone a bit quicker going from bar to bar, but that's kind of a theme that you'll see throughout. So yeah, generally I was really happy with that. I think it was a really good start. It was better than what I expected. As I say, I really struggled with the 3rd bar in training. So yeah, was well happy just to, knee and chest my way all the way through that. The second event, what was that? I've not watched the videos back now, so I'm remembering. To give a bit of context, it's December at the moment, hence the late upload on the video. The second event, I think it was the log. I'm going to talk about it as if it was the log. Sure, it was the log lift. 140 kilograms. I just completely messed this up. I don't know what went wrong in training. Granted, I'm sitting down in training, sitting on a bench, but I could do it. Not with ease, but I could get maybe 6 or 7 reps. Yeah, in competition, 2. Yeah, don't know what happened with that. Not really got not much to say about that, unfortunately. Yeah, the deadlift was difficult. 320 kilograms on the Kratos bar. I found the Kratos bar much more difficult than normal. Some people will say it's easier, some will say it's harder. I suppose it depends on what type of deadlifter you are. For me, I definitely found it more difficult. Managed to get the 320, which is what I wanted. The stones next. I was pretty happy with this, actually. I wish I'd got the 4th one. This one, I almost forgot it was for time. And this is the same with the tire flip that came afterwards. I did them. First of all, they clean really nicely. They were round, they roll really nicely up. And then just pop your head round, and it moved really well. But I just forgot it was for time. I got some more chalk out. I was ready to go. I was going to lift it. I gave the crowd some of that, and then lifted it. And I feel like if I had more time, I could have done it. Very similar with the tire flip, really. Completed it, felt fine. It was just one of those, I was worried about it because tires are famous for biceps to go bing, which thankfully didn't happen to anyone at England's. But I hadn't tire flipped before. It's a 400 kilogram tire. Paul gave me some tips and stuff on doing it. But I pushed it from the top. I then waited for it to land and settle before walking up to it. Again, like the bars and like the stones, I forgot it was for time. I didn't, but you know what I mean. So I push it, and I meant, what I should have done is gone up next to it. As soon as it's laid down, boom, into the next rep. But unfortunately, I just didn't. I think overall, it's because I was there saying I'm here for the experience, which is true. Like, I knew I was never going to win the competition, especially with the likes of, Dean Mason, Andy Flynn, Paul Smith, Alex Ferry, Drew Redfern, etc. All the people there. I wasn't going to win, but I could have done better than I did do. So because of that, I was too laid back. I was too, look, I'm just here for the experience. Let's have fun with it, rather than really trying to bring the intensity and go after these events. There's a slight ongoing theme. I've done another competition since, so I went to Singapore and I've done the Extinct Games, where I'll talk more about that, this intensity stuff. But yeah, that's sort of England's, really. I learned a lot. I'm really glad I did it. The targets are set on getting there again next year. I don't really want to be giving excuses, but I will. I landed back in England from my wedding and my honeymoon, I think 3 or 4 days before competition. So it's not the best prep. It was the best prep in terms of, the time I had, because I had the perfect wedding, a fantastic honeymoon, and I can't, I can't comprehend how good of a day the wedding and the honeymoon all was. So it's one of those where ultimately I traded some points and some placings for, a beautiful wedding and a fantastic honeymoon. As I say, yeah, the sights are on to the next one, so I am booked in again to do King of the North next year. It is in March this year, with England's being in April. I want to be back. I'm just getting started in strongman. I have to remember that technically last year, so April 2024, I was still competing as a novice. So I need to remember that, I'm just getting started. I can do more. You watch, I'll get back to England and I will put on much more of a better performance that represents who I am as a strongman and what I'm able to do. But there were so many people there that were there supporting me, friends, family, colleagues. Far too many people to thank you all, but honestly, it meant the absolute world that people were there to support me and cheering, and I could hear you. And really, that's what this is all for. For me, ultimately, strongman is a hobby. So having people to share that hobby with, that come and support, whether it's in the stadium, in the pub car parks, watching online, you guys watching the video, it really does mean the world to me, and it helps me, keep going with it all. Thank you as well to my sponsors. So we had Loxley Self Storage, Sunderland Community Action Group, and Invested Athletes. Links in the description to all of them. Thanks to those guys with the support they give. I'm able to keep playing at the strongman game. And yeah, I'm going to go back inside now because, as I say, it's December. It's really cold, and I'm stood outside because the house is a mess because they're redoing it all. But yeah, thank you all for watching. On to the next one.